Plus T7, adjust your approach vector 3 degrees starboard.
Roger, Mars. Adjusting approach.
Welcome to the Air Force Research Laboratory, New Mexico STEM Outreach Mission to Mars, where 5th graders from around the state of New Mexico participate in a positive learning experience using space exploration as a theme. The purpose of the Mission to Mars is to encourage 5th grade students to pursue studies in math, science, and engineering. This is accomplished by providing them with team-oriented, fun, hands-on experiences in a variety of content areas, such as math, science, engineering, communication, music, and art. Students must work together to creatively solve problems they might encounter in foreign environments such as Mars and space. Prior to Link Up Day, much of the work involved in the mission to Mars takes place in the classroom over the course of the school year as part of the base operations. Base operations include a saga, mission patch, Mars facts, life support system models, telecommunications, uniforms, habitat plastic preparation, and lunch planning. The Link Up Day portion of the mission begins in the morning with the journey from their school on Earth to their Link Up colony site on Mars. When schools arrive at Mars, the teachers turn in the media release forms at the entry to Mars and divide the students into their crews. The crews become self-sufficient units by carrying all of their supplies, paperwork, and lunches with them. Teachers report to the docking station to register and pick up their Habitat Director folders prior to reporting to their colony to check in with their colony commander. The folder contains a lot of useful information for the Habitat Director, including a map which shows them where their colony is located on the convention center floor and where their habitat is located within the colony. The colony commander table is in the center of their colony. The arrival procedures for student crews include a series of holding stations to ensure each crew has the required materials and supplies for the mission. As student crews progress through each holding station, they are awarded points on their crew mission log.
Life Support System Briefing Station.
As part of base operations, each crew has designed and built a model of a life support system. Teachers and students select one of 8 different life support systems to work on: air supply, communication, food production and delivery, recreation, temperature control, transportation, waste management, or water supply. In the design process, students must incorporate 4 Mars facts that they have determined will influence the operation of their particular system. 3 of the facts must be clearly labeled on the model, and the 4th fact is presented as a riddle on a poster. The crews also prepare bonus cards to hand out to other crews who are able to answer the riddle. The first holding station is technical briefing, where students listen to other crews present their life support system models before presenting their own. Each crew introduces their crew members, explains their mission patch, and gives a 3-minute presentation about their life support system model and how it incorporates the 4 Mars facts they identified in the design process. The presentation includes a riddle for audience members to answer. Correct answers are awarded a bonus card.
Telecommunication and Uniform Station.
After they complete their life support system presentation, each crew proceeds to the telecommunication and uniform holding station. Each crew is required to telecommunicate with their neighbor crew from another school. One crew solves a math problem to determine the longitude of the colony and an ASCII problem to determine their colony number. The other crew solves a math problem to determine the latitude of the colony and an ASCII problem to determine whether the colony is located in the northern or southern hemisphere of Mars. Crews telecommunicate with their neighbor to check the answers to the problems and determine the exact location of the colony on Mars. Each communication must be recorded on a telecommunications log, which is turned in at this station. Crews must also have all 4 of the telecommunication problems, answers, and colony location entered on their crew mission log before they arrive at the holding station, because they will turn their telecommunication logs into Mission Control at the station. Crews also design and wear a link-up day uniform that can include matching shirts, pants, name tags, mission patches, and other coordinated items. They are awarded points at this station for their uniforms.
Lunch weigh-in station.
After completing the telecommunication and uniform holding station, crews head to their colony. The next station is a lunch weigh-in station, which is located at the colony commander station in each colony. Each crew's lunch has to meet specific nutrition, packaging, and weight requirements. As part of this mission component, students must consider and evaluate various waste and packaging options. At this station, the crew lunch is weighed and assessed for nutrition and packaging. To minimize waste, the lunch payload will also be weighed after eating to assure their waste meets the requirement. The crews have now completed all of the holding stations, and they report to their habitat to meet their habitat director. Crews can find their habitat by looking at the habitat numbers taped on the floor. While the colony is waiting for all of the crews to arrive and construction to begin, the crews lay out their plastic so the habitat director can verify that they have all of their assigned pieces and that all of the prefabrication work is complete. As part of base operations, crews measure, cut, and label all of the plastic habitat pieces at their schools. They also complete any prefabrication work, such as taping airlocks or tunnels to walls as part of their base operations. The habitat director awards points on the crew mission log for pieces that are the correct size and for completion of any prefabrication work. Any work that is not complete must be done during this time. As crews continue to arrive, each crew performs their saga for their assigned neighbor habitat director and crew. The neighbor habitat director awards points for the saga on the crew mission log and verifies that the crew has completed all of the holding stations on their crew mission log.
Let's go to space. The water team went to Mars in their little spaceship. Only 6 months to get there.
The colony is run by a colony commander who oversees the student activities for the remainder of the mission and ensures that the participants are on schedule. Assisting the colony commander are colony commander assistants and neighborhood assistants. These volunteers are either experienced Mission to Mars teachers or leadership students who have completed training, and many have previous experience as Mars colonizers. The next phase of the Link Up Day event is habitat construction. After the colony commander has verified that all of the crews have arrived, they will announce the official start of habitat construction. The habitat directors then put their crews to work. Each crew must work together to build a life-size habitat using the pre-cut plastic pieces they brought with them to Mars. The crews connect the plastic pieces using gray tape. The connecting tunnels are taped to the neighboring habitats at this time, but the tunnel openings are not cut open inside the habitats just yet. Colonies are given up to 1 hour for habitat construction. When the colony commander gives a signal, all of the habitats in the colony are inflated at the same time using standard box fans. As you can see, crews that have gone over construction in the classroom can work fast and efficiently. Habitat directors and other adults direct construction, but do not do any of the actual taping themselves. The 5th graders feel a real sense of accomplishment when they successfully build the habitats themselves. When the colony commander announces the end of habitat construction, the crews and habitat director can move into the habitats and have lunch. Colony or neighborhood assistants will provide the habitat directors with the colony establishment time. Habitat directors fill out and stamp the crew mission log, awarding points for the various habitat construction criteria. Lunch is also a good time to finish any sagas that didn't get done before habitat construction. Crews remain at their habitat throughout lunch. When lunch is finished, each crew will take their uneaten food and packaging waste to the lunch weigh-in station to have the results recorded on their crew mission log. Habitat directors should check to make sure that their crew has their crew mission log complete through the post-lunch check. Uneaten food and waste can be thrown out after it has been weighed. After lunch, the colony commander will announce the start of neighbor visitation. The tunnels leading to each habitat's designated neighbor are cut open. The neighbor habitats are defined on a map provided to each habitat director in their folder. Habitat crews visit with their neighbor during this time, present their life support systems, and award additional bonus cards to crews who correctly answer their riddles. Crews will remain with their habitat director and neighbor during this visitation time. The last phase of the mission is the final habitat link-up and neighborhood exploration. Colony commanders will announce the start of neighborhood exploration. Habitat crews cut the remaining tunnels linking them to other habitats in their neighborhood. The neighborhoods are defined on a map provided to each habitat director in their folder. The neighborhood exploration is divided into 3 5-minute sessions. The colony commander will announce the start of each session. At the start of each session, the habitat director will send 1/3 of their crew to explore the neighborhood. The habitat director and other crew members remain in the habitat. All students move through the neighborhood in one direction, from lowest numbered habitat to highest numbered habitat. When students reach the end of their neighborhood, they exit that habitat and re-enter the neighborhood through the airlock of the lowest numbered habitat in their neighborhood. Crews must return to their habitat by the end of the 5 minutes and before the start of the next exploration session. All crews must remain in their neighborhood during neighborhood exploration. Crews can share their sagas or life support system models with visiting crews during neighborhood exploration. When the completion of neighborhood exploration is announced by the colony commander, habitat directors award points for behavior and completion of exploration on the crew mission log of their habitat crew. Finally, the entire habitat crew moves their materials out of the habitat and assists with the deflation and folding of the habitat. The crew also removes all tape, papers, and trash from the floor and habitat area and disposes of it properly. The habitat director awards final points for cleanup on the crew mission log and totals the points on the mission log. Colony assistants and neighborhood assistants check each habitat area to verify that it is clean and issue a boarding pass to the habitat director. The habitat director enters the habitat crew number and total mission points on the back of their boarding pass. The habitat directors then proceed to the colony commander table for checkout. They turn in their boarding pass with the back filled out and receive a packet with certificates, surveys, and goodies for the students. Crews then depart for Earth with a sense of accomplishment and good memories of a successful mission.